So, this is not my normal type of video, and I normally wouldn't get involved in something like this, except there's something about it that just makes me feel ill. So I feel like I have to say it. And that is that there are two pieces of misinformation. First of all, there is the assumption by a lot of people that James Gunn, in an interview, apologized for his pedophilic tweets, and that all the pedophilic tweets are in fact a decade old. They are not. Both of those pieces of information are wrong. First of all, the interview where he made the apology, he apologized for making such remarks about women and homosexuals. At no point did he say anything about his pedophilic tweets, and that makes sense, since the interview was done in 2012, while the last of his pedophilic tweets that we know about he made in 2014, right around the time the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie came out. Convenient. But I want to talk about another aspect of this beyond him just being a hypocrite, and that is the fact that so many people are lining up to treat him as a martyr and like one of the great heroes of all time. And Kevin Feige is begging to have him back, and everybody's falling down on their knees basically in worship of this great martyr who, did nothing wrong. And I say, no, First of all, I say none of this would be happening if it weren't children he was talking about. And that says a lot about what value our society places on the lives of children. Here are some examples of the things that he said. He said that The Expendables would be a better movie if he was getting a blowjob from a 10-year-old child. He said when his daughter misbehaved that he should punish her by raping her ass. He said that multiple times. He actually said that a couple of times on the set. It seems to be a running joke between him and his wife, for crying out loud, which is just beyond disturbing. He has a relationship, a close friendship, with a convicted child pornographer where they share videos on his blog page. All of that is going on. And if these were adult female actresses, what do you think would be going on? Do you think MeToo would ignore it if, say, Zoe Saldana, if she messed up on set, if she kept flubbing a line and he said on set, if you don't get this line right on the next take, you're making my job harder. If you don't get this line right on the next take, I will rape your ass. What do you think the reaction would be? MeToo would be up in arms, I believe. And I don't believe anybody would be asking for him to come back. I don't believe Kevin Feige. If Kevin Feige came out and demanded that he come back, I think that would be the last day he would work ever again. And rightfully so. Women shouldn't have to put up with that kind of crap on set. But neither should children. We should protect. Children are the most vulnerable parts of our society, and we should be protecting them. What if he said that the way to make The Expendables free a better movie was if he was getting a blowjob from Karen Gillian? Do you think that would be tolerated? Do you think that that would be okay? If you make those replacements, would it be okay? And here's the other thing. According to him, these aren't just jokes. Here, what you're seeing here, and I'm going to read it in case it's at a lower bit rate. What you're about to hear is a tweet he made just 1 month ago. He made this tweet on July 8th, 2018 at 12:03 p.m. What? Is the locker room where Trumpies LARP? People can say any heinous thing and it's all role play? I've been in a lot of locker rooms and I don't magically become some other person when I walk through the doors. Hashtag fire Jim Jordan Hashtag Jim Jordan must resign. And I can back up that, and I can agree with that sentiment. However, I agree with it as it applies to Mr. Gunn as well. He said it. He doesn't become a different person. So when he talks about raping his daughter's ass, this is the person he is. This is the person you are supporting when you call for him and you say he did nothing wrong and you say that he's just being unfairly targeted for his politics. I don't believe people should be fired for their politics. I didn't even know what his politics were before he was even fired. But this, I just can't. I have to ask a very important question. Where is the Me Too movement for children? Where is the movement that gets up in arms when somebody talks about and sexually harasses children? How come they don't have a movement that springs up in arms and instantly demands an investigation and instantly protects them? How come instead our first priority is to protect the person talking about raping children? How come that's always our response as a society? As long as I've been alive, it seems like every time a child predator is accused, be it James Gunn, be it Michael Jackson, the first response of our society, because it's run by adults, is to circle the wagons and protect the child predator, no matter what. Because children seem to have no value in our society. If women deserve to be protected, and they do, from sexual predators, and shouldn't have people making sexual remarks about them, and that should not be tolerated, and there should be a zero tolerance policy on that, then how much more should our children be protected? So all I want to know is, why isn't James Gunn being held to his own words? And where is the Me Too movement for children? Where is the movement that will protect children from people making sexual remarks about them? Because if this hurts an adult woman, if this sort of thing is hurtful for an adult woman to hear, think of how much worse it is for a child to hear, especially from their own father. Think about it. So, if it's wrong to say that he will rape Zoe Saldana's ass if she doesn't stop flubbing lines on the set, or he wants a blowjob from Karen Gillan while watching The Expendables, why isn't it wrong for him to say the same thing about children? Where is the Me Too movement for children?